YouTube, we have a Honda CRF 50F. You can see with an extremely gunked up, dirty carb. Got this carburetor kit right here. We're going to take this apart and clean it and get it fixed up. We need to degrease. Just going to drench this sucker. Alright, breaking it up a little bit. I'm gonna get a brush and brush some of that stuff too. I think it's worth taking the extra few minutes it takes to clean something before you start. Ooh, I got a mouthful of that stuff. Did it get y'all? Let's rinse it off, see what we got here. Not a bad first round. Let's hit it again. Alright, let's let that sit. Okay, that's how far we got clean with 2 degreasers. If you can see right here, this fuel line comes in right here. It's got a little clip. Stick a flathead screwdriver in there, right here. Let me get it this angle where you can see a little better. Okay, fuel line is off. We got another little line right here. That one just pulled right off. Now we got this band right here to the air cleaner box. Let's get that off of there. One more thing here, we got our throttle cable. Goes in right here. And there's our pin. Oh, I take it back. We got these two little bolts right here on this. That's your intake right there. That is 5/8. There we go. Yeah, that was pretty loose too. All right, we're gonna have a gasket on this. We don't want to tear up. Let's just try. There we go. Pulled right off there. Oh, we've got our little discharge line down here I forgot about. That's just drains excess fuel. That's all you gotta do to take the carb out. So let's tear this thing down. She's, oh golly, she's dirty. I don't know if you can see in there. Look in there, maybe, if you can see. But let's take it all down. Here's our other 5/8 inch bolts here for the intake. We're going to take loose. These are a little bit tighter. No washer there. Alright. There's one of our gaskets. Smooth side towards this O-ring right here. So we'll keep that in mind. All of this will go in the ultrasonic cleaner. I put my bolts in there. My parts to be cleaned in here. Let's take this line off. There we go. We can clean that too. Let's take a look at our bowl here. That little kit even comes with these new bowl screws, which if possible I'm going to keep the original. Let's take a look here. Okay. Our bowl looks pretty clean. That's nice. Float, this should be level. Let's see if you can see right there. It's fairly level. It moves freely. That's good. This little screw holds this pin in. That holds the float itself. That little thing right there. Now our float and pin will come out. There's no fuel in there, that's good. Our little pin for it. Here's our float pin itself. The tip is rubbery, that's good. Now let's figure out these screws right here. Let's see where this one's at. Alright, this is, there's a half. One turn, 1.5, 2 turns, 2.5. All right, right at 2.5 right there for that one. This is our air mix screw right here. All right, it's got a spring. This is kind of dirty. It's your pilot jet. Here's your main jet. This has one of them half-C retention rings in it. Let's leave that. Take our main jet out. A little crusty in there. That main jet is all the way clogged up. No wonder she was having trouble. But you can see right through there now. Other than this fixed jet right here, all we have to replace is this O-ring and this bowl ring. On this bowl right here, on this inlet where the fuel comes in, there is another. Now this is where it was leaking. That's all the way tight. Let's get this out of here. This has a little O-ring on the thing, I believe. Yeah. Oh yeah. This little O-ring is what was leaking and caused all this problem. I'm going to wire brush this real quick and we're going to stick it in the ultrasonic. Okay, there's our ultrasonic. Let's get a little soap on this thing, and I have a little brass brush here. I'm going to try to get some of this bulk off here. It's a wonderful 90 degrees out here today. Gotta love it. Caked up pretty bad. We want that stuff to fall to the bottom, so I'm going to turn these upside down like this. It's got new jets in that kit, so we'll put them in there. Guess the lid won't shut all the way with these folded up. Now we go. We'll turn her on here. We want as high temp as we can get. Alright, 80 degrees Celsius. We'll do 30 minutes. Turn that on too. it's got to come up to temp. So we may have to run this twice, but we'll see what the first one looks like. I'll give you a peek. I want to check this air cleaner. One 10 mil bolt and a ground. The back side of this inlet container is open, so technically wasps could get in there, and that's what you got on the inside here. There is a filter here, and it looks a little crusty. See there? I'm gonna wash this out with soap and water. Use some Dawn. Alright, I cleaned up nice. Let's get this thing settled down. Alright, that looks good. 20 minutes in, our temperature's coming up. So we ended up doing an hour, and I blew these all out with some brake cleaner. You can kind of see how the ultrasonic does a very nice job, if I do say so myself. It even took the paint off this one. Main jet. This gets seated all the way down. Oops. That goes in real easy now. Alright, we had to put this seal on this bowl pin right here. This allows for the fuel to enter. That goes right on there. This goes in here. We want to get our float. This goes on here like this. And this goes in here. We want to put our pin back in right here. There we go. Put this screw back down over top of it. Alright, that is level. It is moving that main pin in there. Alright, that's nice and tight. Let's put our gasket back on here. Let me see, this goes like that. And we'll put our bowl back on here. That fits nicely. Came with two new ones. Guess we can use them. Get it started. Spring goes over this for our air mix. And it goes right in here. We want it all the way seated, and we're going to back it off 2.5 times. This goes on here. Let's move over to the bike. Okay, clean air filter, air cleaner box screws. Okay, those 2 screws are on. Get our fuel line out of the way here. This goes behind here. We'll use our 10 mil to get our ground. You can see right here, our ground goes over here and onto this. Flat part against this, O-ring against that. Now we're cooking. Our big O-ring here is already here, so we're gonna leave that. I hope y'all can see in there. And go on and put this fuel line on while we got it out. And in the out where we can reach it. That slips in our air box. Make sure your O-ring is right. Come right down on it. We got a bolt there. One on this other side. Alright, that's nice and tight. Fuel line's on. This line is on. Let me put that in there. We got to cinch down our air cleaner. Whoops. That is tight. The kit comes with a new needle if you want it, but I don't. Let's put our needle back in here. This slot has to line up with that slot. There's a piece of plastic in there, like nylon. Has to go in line with that. There it is. And we'll tighten this down. Now that thing was a little loose, so I'm gonna put just a hair on here. Alright, that's pretty tight right there. This pin does need to be in all the way. This was the culprit that got this whole thing started. Let me just crank her over here. Turn her on. see any leaks yet from the carburetor. See if I can go down and tear it more. Well, I know this video was kind of everywhere, but I hope that helps you. See if it starts running fuel. I don't know, we'll keep an eye on that. Make sure that all that's set up right. I'm gonna cut it off for now. Just a good habit to get into. This tire, these suckers are dry rotted. Look at there. Need to go and get some tires for this sucker. Tube's it's holding air, but tires seen better days. This is a 08. I hope that helps you. Leave us a comment, like, subscribe if you want to. We'll catch you on the next.